Hello, welcome back to the channel. Coming up in this episode.
Do you think you're waterproofed and things don't fit because you had the biggest breakfast ever as it was a buffet? So we've come to the car park that Google says is the ultimate place.
Where everybody is.
England, they should trim their bush, because this is a bit like France where they don't trim their bushes, isn't it?
Well, you know this is going to be good, so let's get into it. Cue the intro.
We used to hang around town pretty late. I spent the week thinking about our next day. It was easier then, so much easier then. Or like that time I picked you up outside of school. You said, screw my dad, I make my own rules.
Okay, so today is another day, and do you know what? I'm more excited because I've had a good night's sleep. I was knackered yesterday in the end. We pretty much picked the roads that were going to be amazing and they were super busy, but today we're going to do something a little bit better, a little bit cooler. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Street Twin and I'm going to enjoy it because it's my last day on that bike and I already know I'm going to miss it. So my plan today is to go out, look at the Peak District before I have to go home and look for those hidden gems, those back roads, hopefully places where there's not a lot of people, and really get to enjoy this bike.
Well, here we go. The Street Twin is perfectly ready. The rain is pouring, but we're going to go and find some hidden gems. We're going to have an adventure. I have Mr. Dazza, who's helping me out, doing the camera work for me today. So let's go and create some YouTube gold, some classic, awesome Triumph Street Twin awesomeness. So, do you think you're waterproofed and things don't fit because you had the biggest breakfast ever as it was a buffet?
Yeah, I think 6 rashers of bacon and 6 sausages might have been a bit much for the old belt.
I've never seen a man bouncing around a car park, grabbing up his trousers, screaming, "Come on, come on!"
Yeah.
Before in my life.
Well, it's
And look, and you got
like
zips on the side.
WWF wrestling it is, trying to get these on. But we're there, I think. Just about.
Right, at last, let's get on the road. The sun is coming out, so this could be good. Hopefully this is a little sprinkle of rain. But I am looking forward to getting on this bad boy. Just hope I don't cry when trying to pick it up. Listen. Oh, it sounds good. Right. Here we go. So far, I think if you want this as a weekender, that to be quite frank, it's a lot of fun. The accessories I would buy for the motorway blast to get air anywhere, I'd have the front screen. The luggage, because wearing a rucksack really sucks, so having some luggage on the back when you're going for your extras, when you're picking your Street Twin. Then the other thing, if you're going to ride when it's really cold at this time of year, because believe it or not, we're not that far away from Christmas, heated grips would have probably been a good shout as well. And they're the 3 things I'd personally go down the customization line on, just for that pleasant kind of weekend tour for when the temperature drops. So our plan is to head back into the Peak District, because where we've stayed is on the outside, because we're obviously, you know, doing the businessman exec thing and staying in some supposed to be nice hotel but really needs updating. Hardly any of the stuff works in it, but looks really nice on the outside. Businessman hotel. And now we are off to find a little hidden gem. Now we're going to apparently a world famous viaduct. I can't remember the name of it yet, but I will tell you later. Hopefully to get the most cinematic thumbnail in the world, or a little bit of cheeky filming. And then from there we're going to kind of stare around and just see which way we want to head and wing it. Truly wing it, because an adventure can't be too planned, can it? And I think if we wing it and just head towards the hills, finding every back road possible, it could be a right giggle. So, Mr. Dazza.
Yeah, man.
We've just spent probably about 45 minutes riding around looking for this amazing viaduct that we can't remember the name
mythical viaduct.
of. So we've come to the car park that Google says is the ultimate place.
Where everybody is.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, so we're missing something, but we can see through the hedge. There's a beautiful view.
Gorgeous view, but somebody seems to have stolen the viaduct.
So the idea of the perfect thumbnail with the picture of the bike and the viaduct in the background and me jumping off of the viaduct with my hands in the air has all completely gone out the window.
Yeah, it seems to have gone out the window a bit, doesn't it?
I think we're going to have to keep exploring, don't you?
I think we'll have to rethink it.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am...
So, standing here looking at this view, it's very romantic. You reckon that you can see the viaduct?
I think I've discovered it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think it's down yonder that we think is just a bridge. Was very possibly a railway bridge at one time, and that's the old rail track.
Do you not think they should have built this thing over there on the bank looking at it from the side more
It'd
than...
have been really nice going from there to there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, all I can see is bush, like French people have.
Well, Isenberg Kingdom Brunel would have definitely built it from there to there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't matter where it was going, he would have spanned that, wouldn't he?
He would have.
It looks better.
Do you not think, though, that because we're in England, they should trim their bush? Because this is a bit like France, where they don't trim their bushes, isn't it?
Yeah,
if they trim the bush, we could even see it a bit more, but...
Yeah.
Anyway.
You can even see the berries.
Yeah.
On that bush.
Well, after this big disappointment, that's the viaduct, we think. I think we just need to go somewhere a bit more exciting.
Let's go for an ice cream.
Let's go for an ice cream. That is terrible.
Going places makes me laugh about the irony of everything.
Okay, so the thing of it is, I've taken the street twin to some of the most prettiest places. I've done that. Today we went to look at a viaduct that's supposed to be one of the prettiest places. A little bit disappointing. But the one thing I haven't really done is just ride the street twin, because I'm really struggling to put down how good this bike is. And Triumph are beating me on that, because I'm generally finding it a kind of a thrill ride. A ride that really, really does the job. So I'm going to try my absolute best, and I'll probably fail, but my absolute best to show you guys what the Street Twin's really for. And I'm just going to take it down the back roads in the Peak District and let it shine. So ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you'll see exactly what I'm trying to say. So I'm pretty sure you can tell how awesome this bike is. I mean, it's exciting to ride, and it's just designed for those back lanes. Now you can see why men in leotards ride their push bikes up and down them, and there's hardly any cars. And this bike loves it. It's just, it's such a pleasure to ride. I still can't seem to put it into words what I'm trying to say, but hopefully you saw it.
So what I'm doing is, now, because it keeps raining, I'm keep wiping my lens and I can't get some of the footage that I really wish I could. I'm going to try and head for a coffee and just reflect on this bike. It is ready. Let's listen, watch this. Are you ready? This is just the sound. Oh, the power. It's just gorgeous and it rides so well. I've got to say it is a fantastic machine. It really is a fantastic machine, and it's one of those ones that I want in my stable, and it's so tempting not to go and buy one for myself because it ticks a lot of those kind of like country blasts that you want to have, and that feeling of being able to sort of sit and stare at your bike and just be in your element, looking at it going, that is just gorgeous. The low seat height makes you feel like you're going so much more quicker than you are as well. So you do get that rush, that adrenaline pump as you pull that throttle and see that needle fly up, because you feel like when you're doing 60 like you're doing 100. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But like I say, it keeps raining. I'm cleaning off the lenses as much as I can. So my plan now is to go for a coffee and probably reflect a little bit more on this bike. But Triumph is just... They just get it right, and the Street Twin, it's just right in so many ways. So, Mr. Dazza, this is our final coffee stop. This is it before basically we head to our final location to film our final scene. But we're here for the Street Twin. That's the most important thing. Not that we're moaning about the weather and upset at all and Mardy in any way, but in a non-bias at all whatsoever, as we're here for Triumph to show everybody how amazing this bike is. How cool do you reckon that is? What do you really think about the bike?
It's a fantastic machine, lovely looking machine, and it's grown on me over the last couple of days. It's grown on me tremendously. It's a lovely machine. It'd be good for somebody limited stature. It's very easy to get on and off, unlike mine. But yeah, it's a terrific machine. A beautiful looking machine, and sounds incredible.
To be fair, I'd actually completely agree. I would say that we're lying about it, but what you said pretty much sums it up.
Yeah,
it is absolutely incredible. And just before we go, one last thing. Did you like your caravan last night? Because I've got you your own personal place to stay.
Yeah,
so I got you your caravan.
Yeah, it was a little bit cramped with the sheep in there, but I think we got by.
Good. Right, so should we go and get a coffee?
I think we should do that.
Warm up a bit. We are freezing, aren't we?
Frozen, wet, fed up, far from home.
Well, pulling over, because we're getting to the end of the day, and my 48 hours with this bike is almost up, and it's going to have to go back to Triumph, and they're going to come and collect it. But to be honest, I'm going to be quite sad about, but I thought there's no real other place in taking quality to quality. So Chatsworth House is behind me, Triumph Street Twin there, together, absolute bliss. But anyway, I know I can't express on camera how great a bike that is. So the only thing I can really turn around and say is, go and test ride one and check it out for yourself. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you the best ever Peak District Street Twin montage in the world.
Center of attention, they all want some. I'm like fire, hot as the sun. The dance floor is burning, call 911. Hands on